It's the holiday season, and what better menu item than cranberries? So if you like them, you're going to like this, because this is cranberry meatballs. As always, easy to make. Let's get to it. So first thing we need is our meat. That's a half a pound of ground beef and a half a pound of ground pork. Some breadcrumbs, some parsley, salt, pepper, onion powder, and of course our cranberries. That's all we need. Let's make them now. Go into a bowl. We're going to put our meat. So there's our half tube of ground sausage and a half a pound of ground beef. Now we need a little bit of filler, so that's where our half-ish cup of breadcrumbs come in. And I took the parsley, chopped it all up, so that's about a quarter cup of parsley, 1 egg to help bind it together, some salt, some pepper, half teaspoon-ish of onion powder, a good tablespoon of minced garlic, and because that's about a quarter to a third cup of cranberry sauce, and because I had it, about a third of a cup of Parmesan cheese. Now the fun part, we're going to mix all that together. And it doesn't take long to get it together so that you can make your meatballs. And the rest is simple. Just roll them out till you get your meatballs done. And that's most of what we're going to need to do. But let's move these over. They're going to go into the oven, 400 for 15 to 20 minutes. You're going to want to rotate them halfway through just to make sure they kind of get baked on each side. Now for our sauce, it's real simple. Crack that can of cranberries open, and then you just get to have fun mushing it down in a small pan. You don't have to add anything else, because really that's all it is. Now the other thing to keep in mind too is if you're in kind of a hurry, you can make these meatballs, the day before, keep them in the fridge and pull them out if you don't have a whole lot of time. And you're going to warm that sauce up till it's nice and hot. Who wants cold cranberry sauce? At least on hot meatballs. So here's our meatballs. Well, I guess I didn't give you a count. There's 30 meatballs. If you make them bigger, you're going to have less. And if you make them a little smaller, you're going to have more. It's all up to you. If you can see, I've rotated them a couple times just to make sure they were cooking somewhat even. Now we're going to get them off the pan ever so carefully. Oops, one got away. I don't know if you saw that or not. Now the fun part's going to be mixing the cranberry sauce in with the meatballs, because you want them all get covered. Not that easy. A little bit of patience, a little stir here, a little stir there. And I think we get them mostly coated. I think I also busted up a couple of the meatballs. I thought I could just toss them, but the cranberry sauce was a little too sticky to do that. So I had to take the spoon out and mix them around that way. It still worked out. And I like the fact that we put some cranberry into the meatballs to start with rather than just as a topping. There you go. Now we just got to get them on a plate. So I've got my plate out, my spoonful of meatballs. Looking good so far. And there you go. They look good. Hey, they're meatballs. How can you go wrong? And they taste great too. Hey, another great recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. Leave me a comment below, one way or the other. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. Feel free to share this and any of my other videos. And thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.